welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. We'll continue introduction. So I was talking about the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This Mahamantra comes in the Vedas, and Narad Muni asks his father, Brahma, that in Kali Yuga, how will the people be delivered? So in that question, to answer to that question, Brahma says, by chanting the names of Hari, and then he gives this mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now this mantra, when we chant, because it consists of only holy names in sense, Nama, only names of Krishna and Radharani, right? Hare is Radharani. So it has no rules, no hard rules, no soft rules, nothing. It can be chanted anywhere. Anywhere means literally anywhere. While walking, climbing, in the bathroom, anywhere. Because these is holy names. They can be chanted anywhere. But the other mantras cannot be chanted because they start with the pranava, Om. Hmm? So, which are Vedic mantras, they cannot be chanted anywhere. They have to be on sitting and in one direction and particular time, like that. But the Hare Krishna Mahamantra has no restriction. Hmm? One can chant it anywhere actually. Okay. So, slight change. I will ask one of you to read one or two paragraphs, and then we will discuss. So, if can anyone volunteer to read?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, can you read?
Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishad. It is the essence of Vedic knowledge and one of the most important Upanishads in Vedic literature. Of course, there are many commentaries in English on the Bhagavad Gita, and one many may question the necessity of for another one. This present edition can be explained in the following way. Recently, an American lady asked me to recommend an English translation of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, in America, there are so many editions of Bhagavad Gita available in English. But as far as I have seen, not only in America but also in India, none of them can be strictly said to be authoritative because it is in almost every one of them the commentator has expressed his own opinions without touching the spirit of Bhagavad Gita as it is.
Okay. So Prabhupada is saying that there are many interpretations of Bhagavad Gita. Then why is this right as it is? There are about 5,000 versions of Bhagavad Gita, translated. In America, um, it's available in the library and all that. Now, if somebody is giving commentary on certain shastra, he or she will add their own understanding, right? They will express their opinions in it, right? Like you tell someone to write a letter, and he writes the letter. In between, he inserts one paragraph which he thinks which he thinks is right. Hmm? Now, what we need to ask the question is that interpretation right or wrong? Um, okay, if that is that interpretation right or wrong? So there are ways to do it. In the Vedas, it is the triangle of sadhu, shastra, and guru. Okay. Now, someone has commented on a shastra. Okay. And there are so many editions of Bhagavad Gita, and he has commented on Bhagavad Gita. That shastra should match with what the sadhus are saying. The present sadhus and the previous sadhus. Their character, their attitude, everything. Everything has to match with what is there in the shastras. Okay. And then we have the present guru in front of us. From his behavior and actions, we can know. So if somebody adds his own understanding, then we cannot go further and learn it. Like, simple way. Um, we have we have, say, washing machine. It comes with a manual, right? Now it has many buttons on the screen, and then children or somebody thinks, okay, I need to press all the buttons. Then in that manual it will tell how to do, what to do, right? That, right? The service person will explain us how to use it effectively. So even though the manual is there, we may need service person to explain us. So one may, write commentaries on shastras, but it should not be against what the sadhus are saying and what one's guru is saying, like that. Otherwise we may um, misunderstand the whole thing. And I told you some examples behind previously, that there is a section where food is described. So a nutritionist, when he read Bhagavad Gita, he said its aim is to make body healthy. But is that the aim of Bhagavad Gita, to keep the body healthy? No, right? That is not the aim. So this is the problem, that so many editions are there, but not all of them are bona fide or true. Okay. Can anyone read the spirit of Bhagavad Gita? Yes, anyone?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, just read.
The, the spirit of Bhagavad Gita is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita itself. It is just like this. If we want to take a particular medicine, then we have to follow the direction written on the label. We cannot take the medicine according to our own whim or the direction of a friend. It must be taken according to the direction on the label or the directions given by a physician. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita should be taken or accepted as it is directed by the speaker himself. The speaker of Bhagavad Gita is Lord Sri Krishna. He is mentioned on every page of Bhagavad Gita as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. Of course, the word Bhagavan sometimes refer to any powerful person or any powerful demigod, and certainly here Bhagavan designates Lord Shri Krishna as a great personality. But at the same time, we should know the Lord Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as is confirmed by all great acharyas like Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhavacharya, Nimbaraka
Nimbarka.
Swami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and many other authorities of Vedic knowledge in India. The
Just wait.
Lord in
So you see this triangle of sadhu, shastra, and guru is here only. The shastra will tell how to use it. Hmm? Shastra will tell. A label is written, and we have to take the medicine as directed by the label. So if the label says put it in water and then drink it, then we have to do that. If we don't do, then what will happen? Some reaction may happen, right?
yes.
So something which the medicine may trouble us. Let's put it like that. Or famous thing, antibiotics are given. What does the doctor says? Eat after food. But somebody thinks, okay, no, I will eat before food. What will happen?
Reaction will take.
Reaction, some reaction, like he may feel too much weak, stomach may go bad.
Mm.
So with the medicine, it is written, on the label, it's written how to take it. Twice a day, once a day, like that.
Oh,
So the Shastras will tell. Okay. But we need direction of the physician. Hmm? That is like a guru.
oh,
Because when you go to the market or shop, you can buy medicines, right?
yes.
Yeah. But then there are certain medicines that the shopkeeper, the pharmacy won't give. Just like antidepressant medicines.
Mm.
What will they say? Show me the prescription.
Prescription. Swami.
Why? Because those medicines are very dangerous to take. So unless there is some prescription, should not be given. So that's why the guru is needed to give that prescription. How to read the shastra, which shastra, and all that. And then there are previous acharyas. Here the names are given: Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya. You must have heard all these names. The other sadhus, Narad Muni, so many. They are telling certain truths, and it should match with how the medicine is working. Okay, like some people they do reviews. I took this medicine or I ate this and all, then after that I could feel these changes and all this. So they are like the past gurus. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is, it is never Shri Krishna Vacha. What it is Bhagavan Vacha. Bhagavan means the supreme person. So he's a person. So Bhagavad Gita very openly says who is the supreme personality of Godhead, who is the Para Brahman. And Krishna confirms, Bhagavad Gita says, previous Acharya says, like this. So this is like a triangle. Okay. Now let's say something is missing in this triangle. One of the person is missing in the triangle. Then what will happen? The Guru is saying, Shastra is saying, but sadhus are not saying. Or the sadhus are saying, the Guru is saying, but in Shastras we don't find it. Then it's a problem, right? All three should confirm each other's statement. That is what is meant by sadhu, shastra, and guru. Okay, go ahead, read the next, the Lord.
The Lord Himself also establishes Himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the Bhagavad Gita, and He is accepted as such in the Brahman Samhita and all the Puranas, especially the Srimad Bhagavatam, known as the Bhagavad Purana. Uh, Therefore, we should take Bhagavad Gita as it is directed by the personality of Godhead Himself. In the fourth chapter of the Gita, the Lord says,
Wait. Imam Vivasvate. Can you read? If you want to read,
ah,
read. Yeah, no problem.
No Prabhuji, no Prabhuji.
इमं विवस्वते योगं प्रोक्तवान् अहम् अव्ययम् विवस्वान्मनवे प्राह मनुरिक्ष्वाके इक्ष्वाकवे अब्रवीत् एवं परम्परा प्राप्तम् इमां राजसो विदुः स काले नेह महता योगनष्ट परन्तपा स एवायं मया ते आद्य योगप्रोक्त पुरातनः भक्तोऽसि मे च सखा चेति रहस्यम् इति उक्तत् उत्तमम् रहस्यं हि एतत् उत्तमम्. So what in fourth 4.1 to 3 is saying? He's saying I gave this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to whom? Sun God. He gave it to his son Manu. Manu gave it to his son Ikshvaku. That's how the parampara is there. Parampara praptam. So the knowledge was sent through parampara. That is how you receive it. And with time, it definitely gets destroyed. So I come back and I re-establish it. Hmm? Okay, read from here. Here the Lord.
Here the Lord informs Arjuna that this system of yoga, the Bhagavad Gita, was first spoken to the sun god, and the sun god explained it to Manu, and Manu explained it to Ikshvaku. And in that way, by disciplined succession, on one speaker after another, this yoga system has been coming down. But in the course of time, it has become lost. Consequently, the Lord has to speak it again, this time to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He tells Arjuna that he is relating this supreme secret to him because Arjuna is his devotee and his friend. The purport of this is that Bhagavad Gita is a treatise which is especially meant for the devotee of the Lord. There are three classes of transcendentalists, namely the Jnani, the Yogi, and the Bhakta, or the impersonalist, the meditator, and the devotee. Here, the Lord clear, clearly tells Arjuna that he is making him the first receiver of a new parampara because the old succession was broken. It was the Lord wished, therefore, to establish another parampara in the same line of thought that was coming down from the sun god to others. And it was his wish that his teaching he distributed by Arjuna. He wanted Arjuna to become the authority in understanding the Bhagavad Gita. So we see that Bhagavad Gita is instructed to Arjuna, especially because Arjuna was a devotee of the Lord, a direct student of Krishna, and his intimate friend. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is best understood by a person who has qualities similar to Arjuna's. That is to say, he must be a devotee in a direct relationship with the Lord. As soon as one becomes a devotee to the Lord, he also has a direct relationship with the Lord. That is very elaborate subject matter, but briefly it can be stated that a devotee is in a relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead in one of five different ways. One may be a devotee in a passive state, one may be a devotee in an active state, one may be a devotee as a friend, one may be a devotee as a parent, one may be a devotee as a conjugal lover.
You read this
Five
five.
steps. Ah, yes, sir. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So transcendentalist means those who are trying to become spiritual, they are starting their journey, spiritual journey. And there are three types. One is Jnani, Yogi, and Bhakta. Jnani is when they collect knowledge from the Upanishads. And to be a true Jnani, one has to leave his family, take sannyas. Yogi is going in the and doing meditation. And there he has to see the Paramatma in his heart. It takes years to do that. Okay. Bhakti is the only one which is simple. Okay. Simple to perform. Just chanting the holy name.
Yeah,
The
class.
Hare Krishna mantra. It is just simple. Nothing complicated. Anywhere we can chant the holy name. And that is all bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam. All these nine processes we can do. Now, like I told, Krishna gave this knowledge to sun god. Sun god gave to Manu. Manu gave to Ikshvaku, his son. And in due course of time, things deteriorate and then it was lost. Right? Now, Arjuna understood Bhagavad Gita when, and we know that Krishna told him, Yathachasi Tathakuru, do whatever you want. But that what did Arjuna say? At that point, it said, I will do whatever you want, Krishna. Not that I will just study and all that. No, whatever you want. Um, so we have to follow in the footsteps of Arjuna to understand Bhagavad Gita. Now tell me some qualities of Arjuna which helped him to understand Bhagavad Gita. Mainly there are two, but you think back and tell me. Any answer? Any comment? Yes. What are the qualification or qualities of Arjuna? I'll give you a hint.
Like best archer.
No, that was for fighting purpose.
Okay.
For Bhagavad Gita purpose, what was it? Okay. There is something in this verse you need to find out, which tells why Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna.
He is a real friend, Prabhuji.
He's a friend
Mm.
and he is not envious.
Envious.
Envious means I want to hurt him. Why he only got, you know?
Mm.
So Arjuna didn't had that feeling. So he was a good friend. Sometimes within friends also, one friend will feel jealous of other, right?
Correct. Mm.
But Arjuna was not like that. Arjuna was happy to see Krishna, you know.
Mm.
And whatever Krishna did, Arjuna was happy to see. He never thought that, why not me? So friend, and he was not envious. And
Mm.
one more reason is he was devotee.
Bhakta. Mm.
So three. So similarly, if we also follow like this, we don't be envious of Krishna, we become his devotee, you know, and we become his friend. Then Bhagavad Gita, the mystery of Bhagavad Gita could be easily understood. Okay. Now, here, when we become a devotee, we will serve Krishna in one of these five ways or multiple ways. So, can you read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Anyone else can also read if they want. Yes, anyone wants to read?
One may be a devotee in a passive state.
Hmm.
One may be a devotee in active state. One may be a devotee as a friend. One may be a devotee as a parent. One may be a devotee as a conjugal lover.
Okay, okay. So these are the five ways where one can be a devotee to Krishna. Be a bhakta, Shuddha bhakta to Sri Krishna. One is a devotee in a passive state. Passive means what does passive? Passive means we'll check the dictionary.
Indirect.
Yeah, kind of indirect. Yes.
Yes.
Mean one may not be personally very active. Okay, they're active in a different way. So I'll tell you what it is. Krishna. Okay. So in this picture, you can see this one, this one. What do you see? Even this one. In these three pictures, we see that Krishna is with the animals,
Animals.
and the animals are loving him. This is called as passive state. Shantaras. The tree, the birds, they're all in Shantaras. A devotee in active state. Who is this devotee? Hanuman. So he's serving Lord Ram, right? He's serving Lord Ram. So this is activeness. One can be a devotee as a friend. Arjuna himself was a friend. So Arjuna is the example that he was devotee as a friend of Krishna. One may be devotee as a parent. Nanda Maharaj, Vasudev, Devaki, Yashoda. All these are parents. So they will love Krishna as if he's my child. I need to take care of him. And then as a devotee in conjugal lover is where the desires will be there to serve Krishna as in a conjugal relationship like marriage or something like that. Marriage and outside of marriage, both are included. Madhurya ras is called Madhurya ras. Any questions at this point? Okay. Yeah. Can you continue reading? Arjuna was in relationship.
Arjuna was in a relationship with the Lord as a friend. Of course, there is a gulf of difference between this friendship and the friendship found in the material world. This is transcendental friendship, which cannot be had by everyone. Of course, everyone has a particular relationship with the Lord. and that relationship is evoked by the perfection of devotional service. But in the present state of our life, not only have we forgotten the Supreme Lord, but we have forgotten our eternal relationship with the Lord. Every living being out of the many billion and trillion of living beings has a particular relationship with the Lord eternally. That is called Swarupa. By the process of devotional service, one can revive that Swarupa, and the stage is called Swarupa Siddhi, perfections of one's constitutional position. So Arjuna was a devotee and he was in touch with the Supreme Lord in friendship.
Okay. What is the difference between Arjuna's friendship and friendship that we see in this material world? Can you tell me? Yes. First thing is Arjuna was not envious.
Oh, yes,
Sometimes, we in this world we have friends who are envious of us,
yes,
right?
yes.
But Arjuna was not envious. Second is Krishna and Arjuna. Does that friendship break or something?
No, no, Prabhu.
Even multiple lifetime they come together, right?
Oh, okay.
So even after leaving this planet, they are still together only. But what happens in material relationships? It is it is not eternal,
Mm,
right? It's not eternal.
it is.
Yeah, it is broken. After death,
Oh, yes,
our friend
yes,
goes this way and we go that way.
yes.
Right?
Mm,
We take different bodies, he take different bodies. Now we have forgotten our eternal relationship with the Supreme, that is Krishna. We have forgotten that. So this knowledge is and bhakti is there to revive it. And then our real Swarupa will be known. Swarupa means our identity. Okay. So by devotional service, we can revive this Swarupa, which is called Swarupa Siddhi. And then we can serve in one of these five rasas. We can serve in one of these five rasas. Arjuna accepted this Bhagavad Gita. How Arjuna accepted Bhagavad Gita should be noted. His manner of acceptance is in the 10th chapter. So he said these things in the 10th chapter. Arjuna Vacha. Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavam Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum आयुस्त्वं ऋषये सर्वे देवर्षि नारदस्तथा असितो देवलव्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे सर्व एताद् ऋतिं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवान् व्यक्तिं न विदुर् देव न दानव. So in the 10th chapter 12 to 14 he says your param brahman, your param brahman, your param dham, you're the topmost abode, destination, pavitram, pure, paramam bhavan, eternal, purusham shashvatam divyam. Divyam means it's divya, it's not this material words, divyam, adi daivam ajam vibham. And I'm not the only one who's saying this. Rishaya, which Rishaya? Devarshi Naradas Tatha and Vyasa, Asitolo Devala Vyasa. Deva Rishi. Narada is Rishi in the Deva planets, which is Swargaloka. So he is called Deva Rishi, Narad Muni. Asita Devala Vyasaha. So these are names of the sages. All of them are also telling that you are the Supreme. And you now you are telling me openly you are the Supreme. So he's confirming Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. Okay. Arjuna said, "You are the supreme personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest." All the great sages such as Narada, Asil, Devala, Vyasa can confirm this truth about you. You and now you yourself are declaring it to me. Okay. And even the Devatas don't know who is Krishna. Rakshasas they don't know only. But even the Devatas don't know. Any pastime which tells Devatas didn't know Krishna is the supreme. There are two, three pastimes. We will take one. In Vrindavan, there is Govardhan, and Krishna lifted Govardhan for how many days? 7 days, 7 nights, right? Why? Because what happened is the Brijavasis every year they worship Indra. Indra is the giver of rain, and after worshipping Indra, Indra would provide rain. But that year Krishna said, "No, no, we are not worshipping Indra this time. We will worship the mountain because the mountain is giving us everything: water, flowers, plants, grass. It is giving us everything." So when they started worshipping, Indra got angry and he sent torrents of rain. So to protect, Krishna lifted the whole Govardhan and all the Brijavasis came underneath it and were protected like an umbrella. And then Indra came to his senses. He understood that, his powers are not working. That means this is a very great personality. He is Vishnu himself. So he comes down and begs forgiveness. So even the Devatas don't know. They have to do some mistake to know. Like that. Any question at this point? Okay. Can you read? Continue reading after hearing Bhagavad Gita.
After, after hearing Bhagavad Gita from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arjuna accepted Krishna as Param Brahma, the Supreme Brahma. Every living being is Brahma, but the Supreme Living Being, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the Supreme Brahma. Paramdhama means that he is the supreme rest or abode of everything. Pavitra means that he is pure, unattained by material contamination. Purusham means that he is the supreme enjoyer. Saswatam, eternal. Divyam, transcendental. Adi Devam, the original supreme personality of Godhead. Ajam, the unborn. And Vibhim, the greatest.
Yeah. So the meaning of that verse is given here. Param Dhama means the supreme abode. Pavitram means pure. Purity means what? It's material contamination is not there. The three modes are not there. Purusham, supreme enjoyer. Shashwatam, eternal. You're eternal. Divyam, transcendental. Adidevam, original personality of God. Ajam is unborn. Vibhum is greatest. Okay. Okay. Let's open for some questions. Anyone has any question? Any question anyone has?
No, bro.
Okay. It's 2 p.m. We will stop here.